Hey everybody, Mr. Foley. If you're in class yesterday, you probably don't need to watch this video. I'm making this video for my kids that are going online for Thursday and Friday. Online students, feel free to watch if you want to, but you know the drill already. So if you're going to be in my Zoom today or tomorrow, you can stop watching this right now because I'll explain everything and you already saw it during class as well. So here's what we have. For Thursday, finish working on E3 supply and demand. So let's take a look at the instruction sheet. Okay, here we go. And as I mentioned in class, the highlighted things are things you should do that we did not do in class. So take the E3 practice with supply little quiz. So let's go to E3 and it's in resources and right there. So you will look at a situation on the slide, decide is this going to change supply up or down? And then the next slide will give you the answer to that question and explain it. So do that to kind of practice to see how you're doing. That's the first thing. Okay. Number two, we can skip this. We took demand notes yesterday. If you need to, the instructions are there. Test your knowledge of supply and demand with the E3 practice quiz, supply and demand. So that is right here. You can click on it, open it up, and it's just real simple, true or false. In the end, you hit submit and it'll tell you if you're wrong or right. So really look and see, how did I do? Are my answers looking good? Do I have misunderstandings? Where are you at? And then lastly, for this section for Thursday, take the E3 assessment, supply and demand. So if we go back here, that is E3 here, assignment. So here, I'll change this so we have the right language. There. Okay, so E3 assignment. And for this, I give you some scenarios. You tell me, is it going to change supply or demand up or down, and explain why. And I literally just give you 4 scenarios there, 5 scenarios total. That's it. That's the first part for Thursday. All right, let's move on to Friday. So Friday, we're working on inflation and the cost of living. Let's open up the instruction sheet. You're going to do steps 1 through 3. So if you're working with me, like I said on Zoom, I'll explain everything. I'll work through it with you. If for whatever reason you can't make it because you have an excused absence, follow these steps right here. So there's 2 videos that kind of talk about inflation. They're great to watch as background. Read this here about inflation. I'll give you some more background before we get into the actual subject. It's kind of talking about the difference we've seen in the buying power of a dollar. Take a look at the notes. You don't need to fill anything in, but you can look at the video lecture here. So if we go to E4, you will find that there's your instruction sheet. Here is the intro videos and the reading. Here is the video lecture and slides that go with that. So there's no actual notes unless you look in your notes packet, there is. And then going back to our instructions, it says review the notes for E4 inflation and cost of living. Fourth part. Go through exercise E4 and when finished, complete the E4 quiz. So let me just make sure I have that right. I want you to do steps 1 through 4. Okay, good. So when you get to this, you go to the, let me find it here, receiving a raise scenario. Now, if you don't watch me online, if you're on Zoom, watch the video, that'll explain it. And then there's just gonna be a short quiz right here that you'll take and explain what happens and why. So you need to either watch the video on YouTube first or be in Zoom with me in order to make this happen. And that little quiz is due Tuesday. Your supply and demand assessment is due Friday by 9 a.m. and we're good to go. That's it. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I think we're in great shape. So have a great day.